Hey guys, Josiah here with Aesthetyx Fitness. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about why detoxes, cleanses, and diets don't work, why they're actually bad for you and your long-term fitness goals, and what you can do instead. Alright, so I really wanted to make this video because recently I've been seeing some just horrible, terrible advice about diets, nutrition, detoxes, cleanses, and how all of this can affect your health and well-being and body composition. And so I really wanted to kind of just lay out the science for you, how diets work, why these specific options are really bad, and what good options you guys can do instead to get the best results out of your diet plan. Alright, so first off, a little factoid for you. The long-term weight loss success rate is somewhere between 20 and 10%. Some argue that it's actually as low as 1%. So that means basically less than 20% of all people who start on a diet and complete the diet and lose the weight are actually going to keep that weight off over the long term. And the reason for that is that diets as a whole aren't a sustainable practice. When you go on a 30 or 60 or 90 day diet, you go into it with the mentality that I am doing this for 90 days and then I'm going to go back to normal. And that is most extreme in the case of detoxes and cleanses, which are basically where you restrict yourself from basically all food and either just drink juice or like a tea, honey, lemon, water mixture, or in the most extreme case, a 7-day water cleanse where you're eating nothing and intaking no nutrients, just drinking water. Which is terrible for you because you're not consuming the nutrients your body needs, you're not consuming nearly enough calories to keep it functioning properly, so it's going to enter into famine or starvation mode, which basically means that it's going to get energy from anywhere it can, including burning muscle. You're going to be slow, lethargic, feel weak, you can have blood sugar problems. You can also wreck your metabolism so that when you get off the diet, you sort of have a springboard effect and immediately regain back all of the weight you lost. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But overall, it's just not healthy for you. And actually, the National Institute of Health states that there is no scientific evidence whatsoever that your body needs detoxification through any kind of diet changes, or that detox diets actually detoxify your body in any way, shape, or form. Believe it or not, your body is actually pretty good at detoxifying itself. It does this via cleansing through your liver and your kidneys, where it removes non-consumable waste and basically just expels it from your body in your urine and poop. So you don't need to detox your body. Detox diets don't work, and in fact, they harm your body and harm your metabolism. A lot of people say, okay, well, even if you don't get the detoxifying effects, at least I'm losing 7 pounds in a week, right? Yeah, but like 3 pounds of that is water weight, maybe 2 pounds is fat, and then the other 2 pounds is muscle, which you shouldn't want to lose. And in that process, you're also, like I said, destroying your metabolism and causing your body other harmful effects. Because basically what happens is, when your body enters starvation mode and it realizes that it's not going to get the 2,000 to 3,000 calories that it needs a day, it's going to start trying to hoard them wherever possible, and it's also going to prevent you from fidgeting, from moving around. It's going to decrease all of your bodily activities so that you burn as few calories as possible because your body is trying to survive. It's saying, hey, for the last 3 days I haven't gotten food. I might not get food for the next 3 days, so I have to make sure that I maintain my body energy stores as much as possible to prevent myself from starving to death. And you don't want that to happen, because then when you end your 7-day cleanse or your 30 or 60 or 90-day diet, during which point you've severely restricted your calories and the foods you can eat, and then you suddenly start going back to eating normal again, your body is going to take all of that with its decreased metabolism and decreased metabolic rate, and it's going to shuttle all of that directly into your fat stores and directly into holding on to all of the nutrients and calories that you are now putting into your body because it hasn't been getting them while you were dieting. So this is a really big problem, and it's one of a couple reasons why diets don't, as a whole, work for you, is that they are not a sustainable plan of attack. Also, even if your diet isn't calorie restrictive, if you're going with something that is rather nutrient and food group restrictive, like the Whole30 diet, where basically you're saying, I'm not gonna eat this, or this, which especially with the Whole30 diet is kind of strange because you're also not eating things like whole grains and dairy products, which have a whole host of health benefits. I'll get into that a different time. But basically what happens then is you're saying, for a limited amount of time, I'm going to drastically limit my food choices. And no one is going to want to do that long term, nor should you. And so again, once you get off that diet, it's not a sustainable plan and you're just gonna go right back to eating the other things you eat. So if going on a diet doesn't work to lose weight, what should you do if you're a person who wants to maintain muscle mass, stay healthy, help your body and keep your hormonal balances in check, but still lose body fat and get healthier? Well, there are actually a lot of options, and I'm actually just gonna go over 2 in this video, and they're kind of interlinked. The first is actually just tracking your macronutrients. This is something that can become a lifelong habit. It's really easy to do. It's not something that takes more than a total of 5, maybe 10 minutes a day to do. And it actually takes less and less time as you get better at it and as you get more familiar with the amount of calories you're taking in each day. Basically, by tracking your fat, carbohydrate, and protein intake each day, you can very easily see exactly how many calories you're consuming, what ratios of macronutrients you are consuming within those calories, so you can ensure that you're getting enough protein, enough carbs, enough fats, and not getting too much of any one category. And then you can effortlessly just kind of change that depending on what your goals are. If you want to decrease your calories by a couple hundred because you feel like you're gaining weight or you'd rather be losing weight, you can do that, and you can keep doing that for as long as you need to without having to go on these extreme swings of caloric intake. Also, it helps you be more mindful of what you're eating, which is the second tip I have, and that is mindful eating. Basically, be aware of what you're putting in your body. Don't put the bowl of potato chips in front of you and just start eating and 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 eating, and suddenly you've hit the bottom of the bowl. Portion yourself, give yourself a plate, put your food on it, track what the macronutrients of the food you're putting on your plate are, so that if you're going to eat a 1,500 calorie meal, you know going into it that you are eating a 1,500 calorie meal and you're not just letting your nutrients get away from you. These two tips in conjunction are both really easy to do, easy to implement, and they're not like a quick diet hack to get you lean in 20 days. This is stuff you can practice throughout the rest of your life, so that if you want to build muscle, you can increase your calories, increase your protein and carbohydrates, and get the nutrients you need to do that. And then you can decrease them if you want to lose weight. You can decrease your fat and carbohydrates and your protein all a little bit down to reasonable levels, so that you're 2 to 3 to 4 to 500 calories under your daily requirements. And that way you will lose weight at a slow, sustainable pace, and then can dial back up to maintenance when you're done with that. The act of tracking your macros can be a lifelong habit. The act of mindfully eating what you're eating, choosing to eat the food you're eating, and choosing what not to eat, and being fully aware of how many calories you're consuming in any given meal, those are going to benefit you in the long term because they'll help you achieve your physique goals, and they'll help you stay healthy by monitoring what you're actually eating. And you won't be binging and then cutting on a crash diet and then binging and failing. You don't want that to happen. So with those two tips, I think you'll see a lot more success in your diet, and you'll feel a lot better too, because you'll be getting the nutrients your body needs, you'll be mindful and aware of what you're eating, and you're not going to be crazily restricting your food or calories like you do with a detox cleanse or a fad diet. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts on cleanses, detoxes, and fad diets. And of course, subscribe to this channel because I have new content coming out every Monday and Friday for you, so that I can help you train smarter and look better.